I published 270 videos this year and went from 68 subscribers to 302 subscribers in only 5 months. This video will update you on my journey towards YouTube monetization, diving into my analytics and new lessons learned. I've organized this video as follows: my YouTube story. We're going to dive into subscriber growth, the number of videos published, milestones that I've hit throughout the month. We're going to do a watch hour breakdown. We're going to look at top performing videos. We're going to do a quick update on my YouTube Shorts experiment. I'll share some lessons and insights I've learned throughout the month of May on my YouTube journey towards monetization. And then we're going to talk about what's next. What am I doing for June and beyond? And how is the pivot that I'm taking on YouTube going to apply as I move forward? Use the chapters below to skip around to the section that would best help you grow your YouTube channel. Also, I've been doing these YouTube analytics reflection videos every single month. So if you want to go back, you can check out my videos using the playlist linked below. Before we dive into the analytics, let me give you a quick update about my YouTube story. I started YouTube in 2017, casually adding episodes in my podcast until 2024, when I started testing clips and reels, and I had a podcast clip go mini viral with 1,500 views. I've been a content creator since 2014, blogging since that same year, and then podcasting since 2020. I wanted to figure out a way to monetize these things I loved, and YouTube seemed like the way to do that. When I discovered how much YouTube promotes videos, I discovered the YouTube opportunity. I started learning everything I could and updating my office. You can check out that video where I painted and updated my lighting to easily allow for video production. With 68 subscribers on January 1st, 2025, I began producing dedicated videos for YouTube in addition to my podcast. And it's been a wild and insightful journey on YouTube. This is my journey towards YouTube monetization. Let's see what happened this last month. So to start us out, let's talk about how many videos I published. I published 270 videos in 2025. Now, keep in mind, a large chunk of these are actually clips from my podcast channel. If you go back to some of my earlier videos, you can dive into how clips played out when I did a lot of them in January and February specifically, how much they helped my channel. And I've actually pivoted away from clips in many ways. I still do some of them. I'm just a lot more strategic with those clips. For May, I've published 23 videos. 23 videos in the month of May. So let's do a little breakdown. For last month, I did 2 clips, 5 podcast episodes, 11 fireside chats. I did a comedy video. I did 2 product reviews and 2 lifestyle vlogs. We're going to dive into how I've cracked open 2 more formats for my video channel to get views. Those are the product reviews and the lifestyle vlogs. One interesting thing that I discovered is I actually am making progress by doing less videos. I'm getting more watch hours per video. Now, a lot of this has to do with doing a lot less clips, because I was doing a lot of clips to try and get one that would hit. And sometimes that would work, but I was having to do a lot of clips to get there. As you look through here in this list, January, 0.8 watch hours per video. I did 77 videos that first month. I got 60 something watch hours. In February, I got 2.2 watch hours, and a lot of that had to do with getting my most successful video of all time, which was a video just like this, but for the month of January. It was my analytics review, and I got 2,200 views on that video, and it sits as my most popular video of all time so far. In March, I got 6.6 watch hours per video. I dipped a bit in April with 4 watch hours per video. But in May, I had a couple hits, particularly at the end of the month, that carried me over. And so now I'm at 7.7 watch hours per video, which is the highest I've been. So I'm very happy about that progress. And that means even though I'm doing less videos, I'm getting more watch hours, and it's actually having an impact. Out of all the videos that I've published across all time, how many of those got at least essentially a minute or so of watch time in 2025? I had 54 fireside chat videos like this where I'm talking to the camera, 30 podcast episodes, 154 of the clips, and 21 other videos, the different other formats. Let's talk about milestones that I hit in May of this year. I got 300 subscribers. Woo! I was at 68, and now I'm at 308. Look, I'm 4.5 times as many subscribers as I had when I started this journey. I made a lot of progress. It took me 7 years to get to 68 subscribers, and here 5 months later, I'm at 308 subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. If this video or other videos have been helpful for you, have provided value, please do subscribe, like, comment, and share your thoughts below. This isn't just about me telling you what I learned, but it's also about me learning from other YouTubers to help grow and get better at what we're doing. Another one of my milestones, I've secured my second sponsor for the year. In my last video, I mentioned I published my first sponsored video for the year on Digital Nomad Life by Safety Wing. So thank you, Safety Wing, for sponsoring that video. Safety Wing had sponsored some of my blogging content on my website, and they agreed to sponsor a video in 2025 for me. I've landed my next sponsor. We haven't recorded those videos yet, but those are in the pipeline. That's 2 sponsors this year, which is 3 sponsors in total that I've had it for all time, 2 of which have been this year. So I've already doubled what I had last year. I'm happy about that progress. The way to compare ourselves is not against other YouTubers, it's against ourselves and past us more specifically. So if I look at where I've been and I'm making progress, I'm excited about getting this third sponsor, or the second, for 2025. Another big milestone is I began pivoting my YouTube strategies. If you've watched some of the earlier videos, you know I published a lot of clips, a lot of videos, and I've actually pulled back quite a bit, gotten more strategic, more focused. And one of the big pivots that I'm doing now is that I'm going to focus on videos that I think are hits, videos that are easy to make, record, and edit, and more importantly, videos that are going to help me earn income as I work towards YouTube monetization. Because getting monetized as a YouTuber is probably going to take me a year or longer. I thought it could be quicker, but just based on the progress I made, I'm about a quarter of the way there. And I'm moving quicker on the subscriber front than I am the watch hours. It's probably going to take the rest of the year to get there, maybe longer. And I don't want to work for free. So I'm pivoting my strategy to create videos that actually generate income. Some of those videos will involve doing videos about freelancing, because I have a book called Path of the Freelancer. It's also going to be videos for small business owners, because I got a book for small business owners called The Jump from Chaos to Clarity for your striving small business. And I've also got some other things in the hopper. I'm going to be focusing on content that promotes my products. I'm also an affiliate of some software tools that I use and I love. I'm going to be doing videos for those. I'm going to be more strategic with my content that, again, it's either helping me make money, it's easy to produce, or it's a guaranteed hit. This video, it always seems to do well, so I'm going to keep doing them. I got traction on 2 more new formats for YouTube. One is product reviews. I got a new iPhone, the iPhone 16 Pro, and I did a 9-minute video recording my my journey, and that video is taken off. That was an unexpected hit. I've not done anything about iPhones, any kind of technology reviews like this, and yet the video was a hit. The idea about training the algorithm by creating videos and teaching the algorithm what kind of videos you make, it's a bit of a myth, and I'm here to bust it. And we'll dive in more into that a little bit later. Also, I produced and published 2 lifestyle vlogs. They were about my wife's dream project. I won't give it away. You can check out the link in the description below. But we did something really big. We bought something really big, and we're building something really big. And so I'm documenting her journey through that process. It's really a documentary series, much like you might see on a home improvement type channel. We've got 2 episodes out. I recorded a bunch of episode 3 already, and we'll be releasing those episodes. And it's a very different type of episode than the other stuff that I've been doing, but I've been incorporating things I've been learning in my YouTube journey, and also my history in movie making, video production in the past, and bringing it back to the fold. It's a higher level of production, a lot more cuts, a lot more edits, a lot more involved, but it's a lot of fun. And those 2 videos have also gotten some traction. So my watch hour distribution across formats is widening. I'm approaching YouTube from a algorithm standpoint as opposed to a niche standpoint, where I focus on one specific thing and do that. I'm actually trying to build more of a complete type of YouTube channel that has a variety of different types of content. I produce content for personal development, for business development, and for leadership and community development. And then also to inspire others to move forward on their adventures, to stop waiting for rescue, take responsibility for their lives, self-author, and move forward. Those are some of the milestones that I've had this last month. Let's talk about subscribers. When I started YouTube in January, I had 68 subscribers. This took me 7 years to get, although I wasn't intentional about getting subscribers. So those came organically, mostly from my podcast episodes. As recording this video, I got 308 subscribers, and 59 of them came from last month. From subscriber standpoint, May was my second most successful month for getting subscribers. Part of this had to do with the watch hours I got. I also did a lot of YouTube shorts, and that does help with getting more subscribers. So that helped me get second place for the best month February is my number 1 month, and then March is number 3. I've been able to increase my subscribers in 5 months by 4.5 times. 1,000 subscribers is one of the requirements for monetization. That feels closer than ever before, so I'm excited. Getting closer, moving. It's still a long ways to go, but I'm moving forward, and the watch hours are coming along a little bit slower, but they're still coming along as well. I'm about a quarter of the way there towards the 4,000. 2024 has given me a little bit of time, but most of it's coming from 2025, and that'll continue as the year plays out, as those 365 days roll over. Let's look at my watch hour time. For 2025, I have 788.6 watch hours. Again, like I said, I'm like at 900 and something for my eligible watch hours. 788.6 of my watch hours of my almost 1,000 watch hours in the last 365 days are from this year. So I have really squashed my numbers from 2024. I mean, 2024, I was averaging 10 to 20 watch hours a month. So as you can see, I'm getting way more than that. For May, I had 176.56 watch hours. In April, I was 129.37. So I far surpassed April, which I wasn't quite sure I was going to do, because as May was unfolding, I was getting around 100 watch hours, and then I had 2 hits at the end, and they each had 30 or 40 watch hours, and that pushed me way over the 100 mark towards 176. March, I was at 183.92, and then in February, I was that's my highest month ever, 237.3. And then January was 61.58. 61.58 was like double my best month in 2024. So even that was a lot of watch hours. And I had a lot of clips that helped, and I had a lot of clips in February that also helped, and also my hit video. And so a lot of factors came together. I'm making progress. I had my peak in February. I am steadily moving forward, and May has bumped up from April, and we'll see what happens for June. Can I keep it up, or will I fall flat on my face? Let's dive into some of the details. On the left is a pie chart which shows you the percentage of watch hours and the total amount of time. That fireside chat video is number 1, and then we got the podcast episode is 33%. So those are a majority of the total time. But if we break it by the average per video, that's the pie chart on the right. We can see that it changes a little bit. So I've actually got more of a distributed pie here instead of these dominant formats. Other formats are starting to come into their own. That means I have a more diversified channel, which I think is a good thing. Let's go into the specifics. Product review, I got 40 watch hours, and that is my top performing per video. I got 8 watch hours per video for product reviews. My lifestyle vlog is 12.275 watch hours, and there's 2 of them, so there's 6.1375 watch hours. So it's my second highest performing format. And then fireside chats, videos like this, 340 watch hours for 2025, and that's about 6 watch hours per video, so that one's still doing good. Podcast episodes, I've got 293 watch hours, but it's quite a drop. It's about 3 watch hours per podcast episode, so it's about half of what these fireside chat videos. I did a comedy video, which is 9.2 watch hours, and then divided by the number that I have, it's about 3 watch hours per video. And then I got travel videos, which are about 5.5 watch hours and 1.377 watch hours per video. And then clips, like I've talked about before, I have 84 watch hours from clips, and about a half a watch hour per clip. Clips that are 5-10 minutes or longer are really the way to go. Don't mess with shorter clips. Let's talk about old watch hours. So I want to be able to get to the point where I have enough traction or momentum or a YouTube video library that old videos continue to get watch hours, because I don't want to be on the hamster wheel of watch hours. And that's what it feels like. I was able to get a little bit more. I got a little over 11 watch hours from old videos. Now, the way I define old videos, if it's over 4 months old, so new is the last month, and then recent is the 3 months before that, and then old is anything before that. I've been steady at 10 hours, although February I dipped to 5, but then I got back up to around 10. I do have a hypothesis that if you get videos that are showing up on YouTube search keywords, that's the way to get watch hours on old videos. I don't know for sure that that's the case, but from some of the videos that I've done recently and the ones that continue to seem to get traction, that seems to be what's giving it to them, is the YouTube search watch hours. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on that, because if that's the case, I might actually shift and pivot again towards content that's most likely to be searched. Because if I can build this baseline of watch hours on old content, then it'll just be a lot easier to get towards the 4,000 watch hours. Because when I do the other videos on top of that, it'll be an easier hill to climb because the hill won't be starting over every single month. That's what's been happening. Let's talk about top performing videos for the last month. I have these tiers of hits. In the month of May, I had 3 level 2 hits, which is 15 to 50 hours. And then I had 5 level 1 hits, which is 5 to 15 watch hours. I had 8 hits in May, which is awesome. What are my 6 most popular videos? Number 1 was my product review, upgrading my iPhone from the 13 to the 16 Pro. Fireside chat, where I talked about posting 77 YouTube shorts in 1 month and what happened. A fireside chat for the last month, where I posted 247 videos in 4 months. What happened? So that's this video, but for the previous month. My comedy video, how I'm using Riverside to turn people into cartoons. I used AI to animate myself, and I did this funny skit, and that is get a lot of traction. It also got some visibility from Riverside staff as well. My most popular podcast episode was Dr. Jim Gregory, how he reinvented himself late in life. And then my other fireside chat, how YouTube has changed my life, with only 250 subscribers, which is wild because I'm now at 308. So that's like 58 subscribers ago, and it feels like I just got there, and all of a sudden here I am past 300. Things seem to be moving faster. I hope that continues. One of the little games I like to play to keep myself motivated is looking at my top 12. So I go to my YouTube page, I look at my videos, and I sort it by the most popular videos. And as you can see, 8 of my top 12, I call this throning the top 12. 8 of the 12 are for 2025. My goal by the end of this year is to get them all out of there. They're all 2025 videos, and none of the other ones are in there. Now, for that to be true, I have to have them all beat that second video because that's an older video. I've got to have 11 videos to get over 2,000 views by the end of this year. That's my goal. I don't know if I can do it. I've got 8 in there. You know, getting this the second row will be a bit easier than that top row, but if I can push them all out, then I'm going to be happy. If we go to just last month, 3 of these are from May. That's a fun little game. Go to your top 12 and every month see what progress have you made and have you moved any down. A lot of YouTubers that have been around a while, their videos that are in the top 12, like they've been there for years and years. They don't have anything new in there. And so it does get harder when you have bigger and bigger videos. For new YouTubers, small YouTubers, we can play the game and continue to see those videos get knocked out. Let's talk about my YouTube Shorts experiment. Getting my first sponsor video this year helped motivate me to get the YouTube Short experiment going. My goal was, can I figure out a way to use YouTube Shorts to get more watch hours on the wide format videos? The answer is no, but you can get subscribers. 2 more things I want to try to use YouTube Shorts to get watch hours on wide format videos. Those 2 ideas is, one is what I'm calling the chain gang of shorts, where I create 8 YouTube Shorts, just clips from a podcast episode. And I link one short to the other short, and I link that short to the next short, and then the last short links to the full wide format video. The idea is people who watch shorts are more likely to watch more shorts. So if they watch one short, they're not going to the long form video. But if I can get them to watch 6, 7, 8 clips from that podcast and then go to the wide format video, will they be more likely to stick around? I don't know. That's experiment 1. Experiment 2 is where I do videos specifically for YouTube Shorts, and I'm making an appeal. I'm giving a hook as to why they should watch the full wide format video. If neither of those work, then I'll be giving up on YouTube Shorts. If you want more details, check out my YouTube Shorts video where I dive into the experiment. Let's talk about lessons learned. One of the things that I found as motivating is the King of the Hill. Playing King of the Hill with myself. That's the top 12 game that I went over with you. I got something in my eye here. It can be demotivating to to YouTube all this time, and you got this video and it doesn't do anything. It's 1 view, 5 views, 10 views. But then you get one that hits, but it's fun to have videos where you're competing with yourself. I think it's fun. This video is not competing, but my next one, is it going to beat the last one? Are any of them going to beat the top 12? And so this idea of competing with yourself, like as a game, instead of getting disappointed by a video, think about, okay, how can I beat that video with the next one? As I'm doing more and more videos, I'm learning which formats are consistently going to work. This one is an example. The other one I mentioned earlier was how YouTube changed my life. I did that at 250 subscribers and also like at 150 subscribers. Both of those have done well. And so I'm going to do another one when I hit 500. And I'll do another one at 1,000. I'm identifying formats that I can just do over and over and that'll continue to have success. This is one of them, so I'm going to continue to do these every month. There are certain formats that continue to perform. Those become a staple that I can incorporate into my channel, and those be the ones that are more reliably going to get results. I do them a certain way instead of getting too weird and different for each one. Keep them within that format, and those do those in a reliable, steady way, and then use other videos to try new things and experiment and get out of the box. Another interesting opportunity is trend videos. So I mentioned the animated video clip, the comedy video I did about using the Riverside Animate function, where I animated myself as a Pixar character, as a Studio Ghibli character, as a claymation Jason. That was a feature of Riverside that was released. I'm a paid user. That's what I use for my podcast episodes. I'm also an affiliate, so if you want to check it out, I got a link in the description. They had this new function. I jumped on it immediately, even before the company announced it. I had produced a video, published it, and put it on YouTube. I got attention from Riverside. I published a blog post on my website with the video, and it got search indexed on Google. So I was getting Google traffic. Trend videos can be super powerful ways to grow your channel. I don't want to chase trends right now, because as soon as you stop chasing them, then your channel would die. So I want evergreen content. I want content that's going to stick around, that's going to continue to get views. Once I have a foundation, once I have monetization in place, then I'll play with trends more. Because right now, if I hit a trend, I get a super successful video, I'm not monetized. So it doesn't help me in any way other than getting towards the watch hour. So I suppose it could help me get there quicker, but it's a lot of work. You have to go fast, and you might or might not hit it. Number 4, having people to help you promote a video is super powerful. Doing podcast interviews is great for this because the other person is invested in promoting the video. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And even if they aren't, I can tag them on the social channels, and that'll help get more visibility. The more that the other person, the guest that I'm interviewing, can help promote it, or if it's a type of video that has a really solid message or provides a lot of value or is really novel in some interesting way where people are also sharing it, that's super helpful, because the algorithm plays a part, but if you can also get an army of people to help promote it, that's another way to get a lot of watch hours. And so some of my videos, I've been able to get that. Some tried and true formats don't work. They fail. I did a video about you should start a YouTube video even if nobody watches. And I saw a ton of people do these. And almost every single one I saw had all these views. And mine has got like 10. Just because it's a viral format doesn't mean it's going to always work. Now, out of all of the social media channels, I'm trying to figure out how to leverage the social channels to get YouTube watch hours. And I have not been able to figure out really a solid way to do it. Facebook is probably the best source, and then LinkedIn, but LinkedIn is not very good. It's just second. Number 7, talking about binge watching. I haven't leaned heavily into binge watching, where you do a video and the video transitions to another video where you point people to that video and you do it as organically and as compellingly as possible. But by doing these lifestyle videos about this project, my wife's dream project, we got 2 episodes now, and they're documentary. So you watch episode 1 and then you watch episode 2, and they're going to turn it into this binge watching funnel. And so we're going to have more and more of these episodes, and you'll watch one and go to the next. And if you missed one, you go back. I'm curious to see how that type of binge watching affects those videos that are part of that, but my channel as a whole. I might lean into that more with my other videos. And that's one of the wonderful things about doing different formats and types of videos is you learn different things from different types of videos, which you can then apply to get better and better. Number 8, sometimes you record a ton of footage. I did this for my iPhone 16 video. I recorded probably like 40 minutes worth of footage, and the final video is like 8 minutes long. You might record a ton of footage, and then you watch it and you realize like nobody cares about this. Nobody's gonna watch that. And so you end up cutting out a lot. And this is also true with the lifestyle logs with our big documentary project. I'm working on episode 3 right now. I had an hour and a half of footage, and I'm going to probably cut it down to 30 minutes or maybe less. And I might have some more footage that I add to it, but I'm just cutting out a ton. With that project, I kind of expected that. But with the iPhone one, I thought, I'm recording all this stuff that's good and wonderful, and it ended up not being that. I ended up cutting a ton out to make it more concise, more focused, and valuable, and getting rid of everything else. That's one of my advantages, my superpowers, is cutting things down, trying to get it as concise and brief as possible. This video, I'm probably going to record for an hour, and then I'll cut it down to 30 minutes. Number 9, I want to talk about the iPhone video because I've never posted anything about iPhones. I've not done any product reviews about electronics, computers, laptops, nothing. I've talked about personal development, business development, leadership, and politics, but nothing about iPhones, nothing about electronics. And I published that video, and it was a hit. It did better than almost all of my videos. I think it's like the 4th most popular video on my channel right now. People say, you have to train the algorithm. You have to train the algorithm. And I'm here to say, you don't have to train the algorithm. What YouTube at the basic level is someone wants to watch a video and YouTube is trying to show them the video they want to watch. That's what it comes down to. And so if you produce that video, if you publish the next video that they want to watch, YouTube wants to show it to them. Whether you published any videos like that before, YouTube is going to look at that video and go, this person wants to watch that video. And it's not going to look at all the other things that you have or haven't done. It's just going to look at that video. And I have a hypothesis that the number of subscribers that you have gives your channel some type of authority score, so that the algorithm gives more weight to the videos that you produce to look at and perhaps to distribute more widely. I think the history has a role in building your audience. I saw a YouTube video from the official YouTube channel, and they said, don't ever delete a video because the audience is connected to you through that video, whether they got an impression or they watched it and how much they watch it, they are connected to you. And so every video builds your audience. And so the larger your audience is, the more your videos are going to be exposed to that audience. And I get the impression that YouTube expands that audience a little bit at a time. And as you grow your channel, you get more of an audience. So I think that's where history and subscriber count comes in, is that it gives you authority and it increases your audience. But the content itself is going to be displayed to your audience, as well as some people outside of that audience, to show it to people that want to see it, so that YouTube and the audience is happy. Now, this is actually one of the things where I think doing a lot of videos in January and February, all those clips, gave me a lot of impressions to a lot of different people. And I did get a lot of views and I did get a lot of watch hours. And I think that helped build my audience. So now that I'm doing less videos, I have a larger audience to tap into. That's just a hypothesis. I don't know for sure that that's true. But the thing that I really want to emphasize is that I did this video that I had not trained the algorithm to do, and it was a hit. Don't let, well, I'm training the algorithm, be some handicap or some kind of crutch that makes you think you're not on your way. Publishing videos is going to help you grow your audience and get more subscribers, and that's going to help you grow your channel. But if your videos aren't getting views, it may not be because you haven't trained the algorithm. It may be that you just haven't done the video. You don't have an idea that has a broad enough audience, or you haven't put a title and a thumbnail that is capturing that audience. I don't think the YouTube algorithm is stupid. I think it's pretty smart. I think it's going to figure out how to deliver the best piece of content to the viewer so that they're satisfied. And if your video is that, whether you've done anything in that space or not, you're going to get an audience for it if it's a good enough video. Check out my video where I talk about the algorithm over having a niche. People are going to see videos because the algorithm shows them, not because they're following your subscription feed. Most people don't follow their subscription feed. They follow their homepage feed of recommendations, and YouTube is going to show them the videos that it thinks they want to watch, that they're going to be satisfied from watching. I'm trusting the algorithm's going to show them the videos they want to see, and it's going to hide the videos they don't want to see. And that means I can make as many different types of videos as possible, and people won't even know it, because the people that will want it will see it, and the people that won't. If you want to keep diving into the lessons towards monetization, I've got a watch list of all the videos I've done for each month, where I dive into the analytics and I share my lessons learned. So you can check out that playlist in the description. So what's next? I rocket launched into YouTube at the beginning of this year with energy and activity. In 5 months, I've published 270 videos. I've winded things down as I pivot strategies. I've got a handful of recorded videos and podcasts in the hopper that I need to edit. I've also got almost 40 videos I need to transcribe and publish on my website. So I'm a bit backlogged. Over this next month in June, I'll be catching up on these backlog tasks. I'll keep doing new episodes of the podcast, but I'm going to slow it down dramatically from what I was doing. And for YouTube, I'm going to focus on videos like this analytics report, which are expected to perform well, easy to record videos, and videos that can generate income for me through selling my books, affiliate products, and sponsorships. Once I get caught up on things, I'll have a bundle of recovered time, and I'll focus as much of that time as possible towards revenue earning activities. And if you want to dive in deeper into these details, I've got a video where I talk about that pivot for my content creation strategies at a higher level as I'm working towards my goal of earning 100,000 in content creation. I'm probably not going to get there this year, might not get there next year, but within a couple of years, I'd like to be at 100,000 per year in addition to my freelancing income. So that's my goal. I'm Jason Scott Montoya. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.